And as y'all get settled onto your mats in this child's pose, this is where you ground yourselves, where you just take a moment to chill out, check out from your day. I know that it's the hardest thing to make time for yourself with everything else going on, but every week you show up onto your mats, and every time you show up is a new opportunity for you to learn more about yourself. It's the most amazing thing about your yoga practice. Hi, Diamond. So happy that you're here.
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead and mute your mic now. We're all starting in child's pose, settling in, either with your knees apart or your knees all the way together if you want to feel any tension in your lower back go away. Wherever you are with your breath, sigh it out. And then as you take a deep breath in, feel your lungs expand so much that the backside of your body starts to open up. Go ahead and open up your mouth and then exhale, clear out your lungs. Feel your chest drop onto your thighs a little bit more. Slightly bend your elbows so that you can bring your chest either closer to the ground or melt it onto your thighs. You've got 2 more rounds of breath. Before we start to move, set an intention for your practice. Think about what you hope to get out of your time on your mat today. And then now on your next inhale, if your arms are towards the back of your mat, take them to the top. Hello to my friends who are just joining us. We are going to go into tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. So good to see you, Taylor and Don. Start swaying your hips from side to side. Feel the sides of your body open up. Keep your neck long in line with your spine. Pull your belly in so that you can start to protect your lower back and engage your core. And then from here, on your next exhale, bring your hips back to your heels. Straighten out your arms. Feel the back of your body open. Inhale, shift forward. Once your shoulders stack over your wrists, drop your hips down. Open up the front of your body. So your hips are dropping, your spine is lengthening. So hips forward, M, hips forward, Sarah, beautiful tail. You got it. Exhale, child's pose. Bring your hips back to your heels. Open up the backside of your body. Nice control, Anna. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, go right back up into that chest opener. Move slowly though. Once your shoulders stack over your wrists, that's when you slowly drop your hips down. They don't need to touch the ground. Relax your shoulders, Savannah. Lengthen your spine. Looks good, Em. Exhale, child's pose. Bring your hips back to your heels. Feel your spine lengthen. Tuck your tailbone just a little bit. And then bring your chin into your chest, back of your neck's opening. This is your final one. Go back so that your shoulders stack over your wrists. And then once you get there, drop your hips down. Maybe they lower a little bit closer to the mat. Open up the front of your body. Relax your shoulders. Looks so good, Sarah. And then release. Go back into your tabletop. From here, tuck your toes under. And then on your exhale, bring your hips back to your heels to start stretching your ankles. Rock from side to side to warm up your feet. And then stop in the center. Push up into your downward dog. Straighten out your legs. We're getting right into it. Feel your spine lengthen. Drop your head, let it hang. Maybe turn it right to left to open up the sides of your neck. And then from here, start to sweep your right leg up. As you point your toes to the back of your mat, drive your left heel down. Engage your left side quads. And then release by bringing your right foot all the way down. Inhale, sweep up your left leg. Point your toes. Feel the top of your left foot open. Ground your right heel closer to the mat. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings, your right calf. Release, drop your left foot down. And then start walking your hands to the back of your mat. Grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Continue to drop your head down. So the back of your neck is opening here. Spine is lengthening. Roll the weight to your toes. Move with your breath and be as present as you can be. So we always start with a grounding pose. So today was child's pose. Hopefully you took that time to just check out from your day. Think about nothing but the way your body feels, the way that you're breathing, and you're going to notice a difference in the way that you move. Stop in the center, then bend both of your knees, slowly roll up, come up to standing. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Excellent. Once you are here, sweep your arms up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, and then cross your left foot behind your right. Take your arms to the right to open up the left side of your body. Beautiful, Tyler. Drop your foot down, so dig your heel into the ground. Yes. And then cross out your ankles. That way you can squeeze your thighs in a little bit more. Perfect. Now, Emily, keep pushing your hips to the left. You too, Savannah. Open up the left side of your body. Release. Come back to the middle. Switch the grip. Grab your right hand with your left wrist, or grab your right wrist with your left hand. Cross your right foot behind your left. Pull your arm to the left to open up the right side of your body. Your spine is long, your eyes are up. Ground both of your feet into the floor. Create more heat by engaging your thighs. And then release. Come up to the middle. Uncross your feet. And then exhale, swan dive your way down. Hinging at your hips. Reach your fingertips apart. Drop your head, let it hang. And then go into your halfway lift. Inhale, roll the weight to your toes. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. And then start walking your hands to the top of your mat to go into your plank. From here, we're going to go into some shoulder taps. Just keep your hips in line with your shoulders. As you exhale, bring your right hand to your left shoulder. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, left hand goes to your right shoulder. Inhale, drop it down. We're going to go back and forth. 20 seconds of this. Try to keep your hips and your shoulders level to the ground. Continue to drive your heels to the back of your mat. Looking really good. You've got it. Hey, Shay. Keep your glutes tight. Move with your breath. Last 3, 2, 1. Release into your downward dog. Bring your hips up and then ground your heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Shay, since you're just joining us, warm up with a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Press your hands into the ground. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Now we're going to flow. Look forward. Bend your knees. Walk, step. Or if you want already, you can jump to the top of your mat. Bring your feet together. Go into your halfway lift. Roll the weight to your toes. Exhale, hinge at your hips. And then energize your hands up. Reach them up to the ceiling. Stand up super tall. And then go into a backward bend. Push your hips to the top of your mat. Exhale, stand up. And then swan dive your way down. Plant your hands down and then go into your halfway lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Step your feet back to go into your plank. And then do one shoulder tap on each side before you chaturanga. So you're going to shift forward. My new friends who are just joining us, shift forward an inch. Then bend your elbows back to lower down. You can either go in low cobra, high cobra, or up dog. And then from here, go into your downward dog. Tuck your toes and then lift your hips. Ground your heels down to the floor. That's our flow for the day. Look forward. Bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Meet me in your halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And then reverse swan dive. Energize your hands up. Stand up super tall. I'm so happy you're here, Taylor. Bring your arms to the back of your mat. And then exhale, hinge at your hips. Swan dive your way down. Go into your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Plant your hands. Step back into your plank. You can either hang out here or again, do shoulder taps. This time 2 on each side. When you're done with your 2, chaturanga. Shift forward. Way to go, Don. Take your backward bend. Looking so good, Sarah. Hips drop, eyes lift. Exhale, downward dog. Roll over your toes, lift your hips. All the dogs want to do yoga today. Drive your heels to the mat, open up the backs of your body. Last one, look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Go into your halfway lift. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Reverse swan dive. Energize your hands up. Stand up taller than you've ever done. Exhale, hinge. Come down with your core engaged. Flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge, plant your hands down, step back. What are we gonna do? Shoulder taps, 3 this time. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. You always have the option of taking a break. You can also modify by dropping down to your knees. All right, when you're done, shift forward, chaturanga. Bend your elbows back, keep them in tight. Take your backward bend, really good diamond. Once your hips drop, lengthen your spine. And then exhale into your downward dog, lift your hips. Use your exhale to ground your heels. Make it a slow round of breath in and a slow round of breath out. Drive your heels down to the ground. Drop down for a brief child's pose. Either knees apart or your knees all the way together. If your knees are together, walk your hands to the back of your mat. It's so lovely to see so many new faces in here today. This quaranLEAN group is a special one. What I love is that we all come from different parts of the city, different parts of the state, and we all come with different levels of experience, but that's what's so great about this practice. It unites us no matter where we are. We can still do the same movements. But with that said, if ever you need to take a break, please listen to your body. Always do the best you can. If you're just laying here in child's pose for the rest of class, as long as you are breathing with intention and moving with intention, that's yoga. But with that said, if you want to go forward, we're going to go into tabletop. It's time to move. I hope you're warm and ready for it. So you're going to stack your shoulders over your wrists. Before we do anything else, I want you to flip your hands so that your palms face up. We haven't done the stretch in a while. So your fingertips are going to face in toward your knees. Your palms are going to face up. It's kind of funky, but it's going to feel really good on your forearms. Yes, there you go. You got it. Now, this should already feel good on its own, but if you want more, you can start bringing your hips back. Straighten out your arms, Anna. Yeah, you can. There you go. You don't even need to move your hips at all. Yeah, looks good. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, let it go. Flip your hands back so that your fingertips face the top of your mat and then draw circles with your body. Go in one direction for 2 circles and then go in the opposite. We don't do enough of those wrist stretches, those forearm stretches, and we do lots of chaturanga. So that's a little bit of a break for you. Do that anytime you feel like your wrists have had enough. Start to tuck your toes, and then as you exhale, straighten out your legs, bring your hips up, ground your heels down. On your inhale, lift your heels up super high. Your hips are going to point up to the ceiling a little bit more. On your exhale, drop your heels down, engage your quads, feel your hamstrings open. Take a deep breath in, roll the weight to your toes. Keep them on your toes. Start lifting your right foot up. So your left heel is lifted. Your right heel is going to come up to the ceiling. Awesome. Drop your right hip down just a little bit, diamond. Point your left heel up a little bit higher. So dig your left toes into the mat. And then as you release, step your right foot in between your hands. Meet me in your crescent lunge. Energize your arms up. Bend your right knee a lot. Square off your hips to the top of your mat. So good, Emily. Arms up towards the ceiling, or in your case, the clouds. Say hi to your neighbor. That's cool. As you exhale, twist to the right. Open up your chest to the right side of your mat. Bend your right knee a lot. Bounce it out if you feel like you need a little bit of warmth. Beautiful, busy. Open up your chest. And then release. Sweep your arms back up. Open up into warrior 2. Face the left side of your mat. Reverse your warrior right away. Bend your right knee. Reach your fingertips to the back of your mat. Feel your hips drop. Eyes are up to the ceiling. And then release. Bring your arms out to parallel. Straighten out your right leg. Right toes are going to face left. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Wide leg forward fold. Drop your hands down. Keep them under your shoulders. Roll the weight to your toes. That was a really good save. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. As you roll the weight to your toes, feel the backs of your legs open up just a little bit more. Now put more pressure on your mat with your hands. Visualize the crown of your head inching closer to the ground. Drop your head a little bit more, Sarah. Bend your elbows a lot more, Savannah. One more round of breath. Release. Bend your knees just a little. Pivot to face the top of your mat. And then sweep your right leg up. 3-legged scorpion dog. Point your knee up. Point your toes down. Feel the right side of your body open. Right shoulder is going to drop closer to the ground. So bring your right leg up, Emily. Point your knee up. And then release by leveling out your hips so that they're square to the ground for your flow. Shift forward, bend your elbows back, and then open up your chest. Drop your hips. Beautiful, Tyler. Straighten out your arms, but relax your shoulders. Keep them away from your ears, just like that. Downward dog. Oof. Roll over your toes, lift your hips, ground your heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. And then on your next inhale, roll the weight to your toes, just like we did on the other side. Keep your heels super lifted and then bring your left foot up. Point your toes towards the back of your mat. Keep lifting your right heel. Bring your chest closer to your right thigh. Press your hands into the ground. On your exhale, step your foot through. Go into your crescent. Energize your arms up. Bend your left knee. Bounce it out like you did on the other side. So good. Now diamond, bring your right side hip towards the front a little bit more. Exactly. Straighten out your right leg. You've got it. Now twist to the left. Open up your chest to the left side of your mat. You've got it, Alicia. Reach your fingertips apart. Relax your shoulders. Bend your left knee even more. There you go, Dawn. Great focus. Release. Sweep your arms back up. And then open up. Warrior two. Face the right side of your mat. Bounce it out. Come down really low. Get your knee in line with your ankle. Start bringing your knee away from your midline. Sit lower, shay. And then reverse your warrior. Sweep your left arm back. Open up the left side of your body. Feel your hips drop. Take your fingertips to the back of your mat even more. Right leg is going to stay straight. You got it, Savannah. Keep it bent. I'm watching you. Release. Arms go back to parallel. Straighten out your leg. Left toes face the right side of your mat. Hinge at your hips. Come down. Wide leg forward fold. This time, you're going to bring your right hand to your left ankle. If not your ankle, you can grab your knee or anything in between. And then whenever you get that grip, extend your left hand up. So you want to bring your left fingertips to the ceiling. You're creating a deep spine twist. Take it even deeper by bending your right elbow. Bend it, Anna. Bend it. Right elbow. There you go. Pretend it's going to touch the floor. So now you're creating an even deeper twist. Roll the weight to your toes. Start bringing your left hand up just a little bit more. Deep breath in. You got it, Sarah. Drop your head down. Release. Switch sides. Left hand is going to go to your right ankle or your knee or whatever was in between. Sweep your right arm up and then bend your left elbow. Go into that super deep spine twist. Feel your shoulder blades peel apart, your chest open up. Go for that super, super, super deep twist and extension with your fingertips. Bring your chest closer to your right thigh. One more round of breath. Release. Drop both of your hands down under your shoulders, bend your knees. Pivot to face the top of your mat. You did it. All right, sweep your left leg up. Point your toes and then bend your left knee. Three-legged scorpion dog. Drop your left shoulder down. Left side of your body is opening. Stay for one more round of breath. And then release. Square off your hips and then flow. Shift forward. Bend your elbows back. And then take your backward bend. You've got it. And then release into your downward dog. Beautiful, busy. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Drive your heels down. Keep your spine super long. As you look forward, bend your knees. And then step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Left foot to the outside of your left. Go into your malasana. Drop your hips. Either rest your elbows on your knees. You've got it, Taylor. I'm so happy to see you. Either that or bring your elbows in between your knees. Put more pressure there so that you can feel your hips drop. Now, everyone who is a regular, lean back just a little bit more. So Savannah, lean back. Exactly. Tuck your tailbone a little bit more. Feel the weight shift to your heels. Feel the crown of your head extend up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. You're doing great. Open your mouth and then sigh it out. Release. Plant your hands down. Straighten out your legs. You're in a wide leg forward fold at the top of your mat. Drop your head down. Start massaging your neck with your right or your left hand while swaying from side to side. Roll the weight to your toes. Engage your quads. And then stay here for one more round of breath. Release, drop your hand down. Toe heel your feet so that they're hip width distance apart to go into gorilla. Lift up your feet, stomp onto the palms of your hands, drop your head, let it hang. Bend your elbows a little or a lot, but definitely put a lot of pressure on your wrists, your hands. Bend your knees a little bit more, Sarah and Anna. Looks really good. Bend them, Shay. Bend your knees. You've got it. Release. Flip your hands back down and then meet me in your plank. Drive your heels to the back of your mat. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Guess what we're gonna do? Shoulder taps. Right hand goes to your left shoulder. You've got 30 seconds of this. And now Anna, bring your left wrist underneath your shoulder just a little bit more. Your hands are a little too far apart. Good. All right, 10 more seconds. Drop your booty a little Savannah. Move with control. 5 more to go. 2, 1. Stay here in your plank. Engage your thighs. Drive your heels to the back of your mat. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, push up into your downward dog. Ground your heels. Open up the back of your body. Sweep your right leg up. And then as you exhale, step it through to go back into your crescent. Energize your fingertips up. Bend your right knee even more. So your hips are even more open than they were the first time we did it. Bring your left hip to the top of your mat. Great corrections, everyone. Bend your right knee a lot. And then on your inhale, drop your left knee down in 3 counts. So come down in 3, 2, 1. Exhale, squeeze to straighten out your left leg in 1 count. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Down in 3, really good control. Exhale in 1, drive your heel to the back of your mat. Feels good, right? Final 1. Inhale, down for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, squeeze to straighten, then hinge at your hips. Lightning bolt, energize your fingertips to the top of your mat. Drive your heel to the back. You've got it, Sarah. Keep bending your knee. Drop your head down so that your biceps frame your ears. Eyes are down at the ground. Release by planting your hands down. Meet me in your warrior 3. Modified. Fingertips are right underneath your shoulders. Point your toes to the back of your mat. You're all doing good. As you exhale, curl in. Bring your knee and your forehead to touch. Round your back like a cat spine. Inhale, straighten out your left leg. Point your toes. Your heel should be in line with your hip. We're going to do 2 more. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, squeeze to straighten. Go for the extension. Good, Emily. Last one. Exhale, curl in. Round your back. Bring your knee closer to your forehead. Hold it. Dig your right heel into the ground. Hold it. Release. Straighten out your leg. Drive your left heel back. Rest your toes on the mat. Sweep your right leg up. 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee. Point your toes. Open up the right side of your body. Drive your left heel down. And then release. Just drop your right foot down. No flow here. Bring your hips down. Shift your shoulders so that they are in line with your wrists. For some more shoulder taps. Opposite hand at opposite shoulder. Only 10 seconds. You've got it, Tyler. Do it. Drop your booty. Drive your heels to the back of your mat for 3, 2, 1, and then hold it for 3 seconds. On your exhale, go into your downward dog. Lift up your hips, ground your heels. We're gonna do all that again on the left side. Sweep up your left leg, point your toes. Feel your hips stretch, your inner thighs open up. Bring your chest closer to your right thigh. Exhale, step it through, crescent. Reach your arms up. You're doing great, Sarah. Bend your left knee so much. Drive your right heel back. You might need to wiggle your toes back. And then bring your right side hip forward. Bend your left knee a little bit more. Shay, we're gonna go into those knee taps. So slowly drop your right knee down in 3, 2, 1. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. 2 more. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. This is your last one. Make it count. Inhale, down. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, squeeze to straighten. Good. And then hinge at your hips, just at a 45-degree angle. So hinge. You got it, Savannah. Eyes are forward just a little bit more. Bend your left knee a lot. Bring your right hip forward a little bit, busy. Then drive your right heel back. Great, focused on. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Release by planting your hands down. Sweep your right leg up. Square off your hips. Point your right toes. And then really dig your left heel into the ground, engage your left side quads. Keep that engagement the entire time. We're gonna go into those crunches again. As you exhale, curl in, forehead and your knee are gonna touch around your back. Inhale, straighten and squeeze. 2 more, exhale, curl in. Inhale, straighten and squeeze and lengthen. Final one, exhale, curl in, round your back. Dig your fingertips into the floor and then release. Straighten and then drop your right toes at the back of your mat. Sweep your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Point your toes, drop your right heel down, and then release. Drop your left foot down, and then sit in hero's pose with your hips on your heels. Open up your chest, keep your spine long. Doing so good, everyone. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, sigh it out. Bring your hands behind your back, interlock all 10 fingers. Unless you need water, take a super quick sip. And then whenever you are ready, join us here. My friends who have the grip, set up by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Feel your heart open up to the top of your mat. Drive your knuckles down to the ground, extend through the crown of your head. We're giving our legs a break for now. Start looking up towards the ceiling, lift your chin, and then as you exhale, little by little, just hinge at your hips. You might eventually rest your chest on your thighs. If that's where you are, drive your knuckles up towards the ceiling while keeping that connection between your hands. So even if your forehead doesn't touch the floor, just going into this forward fold is already allowing you to open up your chest. Awesome work, everyone. You've got it, Sarah. Looks really good, Diamond. Squeeze your palms together. Drive the knuckles to the back of your mat. Beautiful, Taylor, and beautiful, Tyler. Release. My friends who are all the way down, come out of it using your core strength. Drive your knuckles down to the ground, and then as you inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, plant your hands down, tuck your toes, downward dog. Our final flow is going to be super chill. Sweep up your right leg, point your toes. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Yep. Inhale, straighten out your leg. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. And then from here, straighten out your leg to the left side of your mat. Sweep your left hand up, fallen triangle. We don't do this one a lot. Good. Yes, you've got it. Extend your left hand up. Squeeze your glutes, lift up your hips, get your chin to touch your left shoulder, and then frame your left ear with your left bicep. Reach your fingertips to the top of your mat. Open up the left side of your body, strengthen the right, and then release by bringing your left hand down, and then go into your pigeon. Right knee goes to your right elbow, your right wrist. Start walking your left toes back. This is a super chill that I promised. Walk your left toes to the back of your mat. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a second to sit up tall. Extend the crown of your head up to the ceiling. You've got it, Shay. Bring your left hip forward just a little bit more. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Drop your chest down to your right shin. Bend your elbows just a little bit. Tuck your chin into your chest. Feel the back of your neck open up. You've got a couple more rounds of breath here. And by a couple, I mean 3. Pigeon is one where you really want to relax, decompress, and also re-energize. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. With every exhale, try to drop your left hip down to open up the right side of your body. Final round of breath here. And then on this exhale, bring your left hip down just a little bit more. Release. Place your hands back underneath your shoulders, straighten out your arms, tuck your left toes under, and then as you exhale, lift up your hips, go back into fallen triangle. Right foot goes to the left side of your mat, sweep your left hand up, and then from here, drop your hips down. Keep your legs at a 90-degree angle. Yes, bring your left hand to your left ankle, sweep your right arm up. So reach your right fingertips to your left toes. Bring your right shoulder back, your left shoulder forward. So good, Tyler. Bring your left shoulder forward. Taylor, right shoulder back. There it is. Switch sides. Right hand, goes to your right ankle. Sweep your left arm up and then around. Feel the left side of your body open. Your fingertips don't have to touch your toes. You're just going for that visualization to really open up the left side of your body. Right shoulder goes forward, left shoulder goes back. And then release. Funky transition part 2. Hands are gonna go back underneath your shoulders. Square off your hips to the ground. So you're back in your fallen triangle. Yes, good. Now bring your right leg back to meet your left. You're in your plank. Excellent. Downward dog, lift up your hips. Exhale, ground your heels. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Same fun, different side. Point your toes to the back of your mat. Lift it up a little higher. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. And then kick it out for fallen triangle. Left foot goes to the right side of your mat. Reach your right hand up, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. This is just a static hold, no shenanigans yet. Dig your left hand into the ground, open up the right side of your body. Release, bring your right hand down, and then go into your pigeon. Left knee goes to your left wrist, right foot goes to your right, left ankle goes to your right wrist. Walk your right toes back. I feel like we're playing Twister. Keep your hands under your shoulders, sit up tall. Feel your hips melt down. And then on your next exhale, hinge at your hips. Drop your chest down to your shin. Feel the back of your body open up. And like you did on the other side, opposite hip is getting stretched out. So you're bringing your right hip towards the ground. Your left hip is opening. Take a deep breath in. You've got 3 rounds here. Exhale to sigh it out. Take another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let it go, sigh it out. Final round. And then as you exhale, let it go. Now we get to have more fun. Slowly come back up. Open up your chest. This is our fun transition again. Tuck your right toes as you exhale. Lift up your hips. Go back into your fallen triangle. Reach your right hand up. And then drop your hips down. Right hand goes to your right ankle. Sweep your left arm up and around. Open up the left side of your body. Go for that extension. Sink your left hip down to really feel that stretch. And then switch sides. Left hand goes to your left ankle. Sweep your right arm up and then around. Frame your right ear with your right bicep. Drive your right hip down into your mat. And then release. Funky transition. Hands go back underneath your shoulders. So fingertips are going to face the top of your mat. Square off your hips so that they're level to the ground. You're back in your fallen. And then step your left foot back. You're in your high plank. From here, slowly lower all the way down. Keep your elbows in tight. Yes, beautiful, busy. Take your time. And then plop down. Rest your belly button, your thighs on the ground. Create a pillow here with your forearms. Turn your head to the right. Either rest your left ear on your forearms or on the ground. You're opening up the right side of your neck. Your feet are about hip width distance apart. Feel the tops of your feet stretch. From here, bring your chin forward. Interlock all 10 fingers behind you. Just like we did in that seated stretch. Start straightening out your arms. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Your forehead is going to rest on the ground to keep your neck in line with your spine. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, lift your chest and your legs at the same time. Drive your knuckles to your heels. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Look down. Keep your neck in line with your spine. I'm only looking up so I can watch y'all. Good. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, squeeze your glutes. Feel your thighs lift. Open up your chest. And then release. Plop down with control. Turn your head to the left. Rest your right ear on the ground or on your forearms. Take a deep breath in. And then sigh it out. We're going to do one more spine strengthener. Reach your fingertips down towards the back of your mat. Keep your arms straight so that your hands are just going to frame your hips. Palms are going to face in. You've got it. And then just rest your forehead on the ground. Your arms and your legs are going to stay straight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to clear out your lungs. And then on your inhale, lift up your chest and your legs at the same time. So this time your arms are straight. Reach your fingertips for your toes. Looks really good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel your hips sink down. Beautiful focus diamond. Deep breath in. On your exhale, bend your knees. Grab the tops of your feet and then kick up into floor bow. Surprise. Drop your head back. Point your toes. Squeeze your knees together. Relax the tops of your shoulders a little bit busy and then make the focus on your shoulder blades. Bring them in. There you go. Drive your toes up. Squeeze your cheeks. Kick harder down. So good. 3, 2, 1. Release. Come all the way down. Turn your head to the right. Rest your left ear on the ground and then go into your crocodile. Right knee is at a 90-degree angle. Feel your right hip drop down. So your head is to the right. Left ear is on the mat. Feel your right hip open up, melt into the ground. You want your right knee in line with your right ankle, your right knee in line with your right hip. Keep bending it, M. Keep bending your right knee. There it is. There. Yep, like that. Melt into the mat. Sarah, you look very relaxed right now. Start reaching your left hand to the top right corner of your mat. Sweep your right arm up and then around. Go into a spine twist. We did this on Wednesday. Keep your right knee digging into the floor. Peel your right arm up and then around. Feel your heart open up to the ceiling or the clouds. Twist your spine and then release. Flip back over. Straighten out your right leg and then go to the left side. Bend your left knee. So you have a 90-degree ankle here with your left leg. Feel your hips sink down into the mat. Flex your left toes. And as you rest your right ear on the ground, feel the left side of your neck open up and stretch. Just melt here. Even though you know what's coming next, just wait for it. Feel your chest melt into the mat. Use your breath to continue to keep your mind clear and bring your heart rate down. And then on your next inhale, extend your right arm to the top left corner of your mat. Sweep your left arm up and then around. Feel your chest open up to the ceiling. Reach your left fingertips away from your midline. Continue to dig your left knee into the floor. Open up your chest. Twist your spine. Take a deep breath in. Use your exhale to sigh it out. Release. From here, you're just going to roll all the way onto your back. Whoop. Fun, right? Legs are to the back of your mat. Ooh, move it, Dutch. And then rest your shoulder blades on the ground. Straighten out your legs. Arms are down both sides of your body. On your inhale, bend your right knee. Bring it up to your right shoulder and then pull. Pull it really hard. I want to see your biceps, Savannah. Pull it. There you go. Press the back of your neck into the ground. Tuck your chin into your chest. And then release by straightening out your right leg. Point and flex your right toes. Or maybe even draw circles if that feels good. You can grab behind your hammy or walk your hands up. If you are bringing your hands up to your ankle, start lifting your shoulder blades off of the ground. Bring your chest up to your right thigh. Bend your elbows even more to deepen the stretch. Bend your elbows in a little bit more diamond in toward your thigh. There you go. And then release. Drop your shoulders down. Grab the outside of your right foot with your right hand. Take your right foot away from your midline. Open up your right side hip. Keep your left hand on your left hip. That's really good, just like that. And then feel that pressure between your left hip and the ground so that you can open up your inner thigh. That looks good, Sarah. One more round of breath. Release. Right ankle is going to stack over your hip and then drop your right foot down to the ground. Switch sides, bend your left knee. Pull it up to your left shoulder. Pull it hard. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Don't make me say your name and call you out. Let me see your biceps. Press the back of your neck into the ground. Feel the pinch in your hip. And then release by straightening out your left leg. Point and flex your toes or draw those circles. If you walked your hands up on the other side, do it here. If you did it on the other side, peel your shoulder blades off of the ground and then start bending your elbows. Really good. So the tighter you can keep your elbows into your thigh, the deeper the stretch you're going to feel. If you are lifting your shoulder blades off of the ground, keep your chin and your eyes up so that you can keep that little gap between your chin and your chest. That's going to help you with your breath. One more round. Exhale. And then melt your shoulder blades onto the ground. Grab the outside of your left foot with your hand. And then take your foot away from your midline. As you bring it out, feel your left inner thigh stretch. Right hand is going to go onto your right hip. Guide it down. Keep your right hip rooted. Send love, all your energy to your left side hip. Excellent. Release. Bring your ankle back in line with your hip. Bend your left knee, then bend your right. Grab the outsides of both of your feet. And then rock from side to side. Feel your lower back. Melt into the ground. Guide your knees closer to the floor. And then release by dropping your feet down. Your feet are going to go underneath your ankles. Or sorry, just kidding. Feet are going to go underneath your knees, which are going to point up. So bring your feet down, Savannah. Extend your arms down both sides of your body just for one round of bridge. Inhale. On your exhale, lift up your hips. Make sure the back of your neck is still rooted down. You got it. Bring your hips up just a little bit more. Dig your heels into the mat. Eyes are up. Maybe they're closed. Stay for one more round of breath. And then release. As your hips drop, when they come down to the ground, bring your feet right back up. Happy baby again. Grab the outsides of your feet. Rock from side to side. Guide your knees closer to the mat. Bless you. And then release by bringing your feet all the way together. Keep the grip with your hands on the tops of your feet. Guide your heels down to your pelvis. Splay your knees apart and maybe flap them like they're butterfly wings. I see some of you already doing it. Cool. All right, the next time your knees are apart, keep them there just like that. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your heels in just a little bit more and then straighten out your legs. Point them up to the ceiling. Flex your toes down. Now your ankles are stacked over your hips. Rest your arms down both sides of your body, then slightly bend your knees. Tiny little bend. There you go, Em. Just like that, Diamond. Relax your shoulders though. So if you're clinging on to tension in your upper body, just melt it into the mat. Relax your shoulders, Sarah. Keep your legs up though. You're on your feet all day. I know it. So rest your hips down. Exactly. Bend your knees a little bit more. Just like that. Take a deep breath in. Bend your knees a little bit, Anna. You've got one more round of breath. Exhale, sigh it out. And then release by slowly lowering your legs down one at a time or even both together. As your hips drop, toes out, heels are in. Extend your arms down both sides of your body. Connect to your breath. And just like that, you are in your final Savasana. Feel the back of your body connect to the ground. Maintain that focus on your own breath. But now you don't have any breathing pattern that you need to stick to. Just allow your inhales and exhales to happen naturally. We did some really deep stretches today. Did some long holds, some challenging movements. And now you are receiving all the benefits of your hard work by melting into the ground. Be as present as you can be. This practice unites us with our own breath, our own body. And then it unites us with people who are all working towards the same cause, towards the same goals. And that is my favorite thing about teaching, being able to unite all of my friends. So it makes me so happy to see all of you in this relaxed state. I know that you're all taking care of yourselves just by showing up on your mat. And it is always such an honor to be able to guide you. If you are ready, you can start bringing movement back into your body. If you need a little bit more time, then definitely stay in your Savasana. If you are going to come out of it now, start rocking your head gently from side to side. And then extend your arms up towards the back of your mat. Reach your fingertips and your toes away from each other. So lengthen your arms, your spine, and your legs. On your exhale, roll onto your favorite side, right or left. Curl into a fetal position. Bend your knees, take a moment. Think about what you are most grateful for right now. Practicing gratitude is my next favorite thing to yoga. When you are done reflecting on that one happy thought, take your time to push up. Sit in crisscross applesauce. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Keep your eyes closed. Slightly bow inward. So tuck your chin into your chest just a little. And then on your next inhale, take your hands right up to your heart. Feel and acknowledge your heartbeat. Drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. I'm most grateful for this practice, for this happy day where we get to flow together. Thank you again for allowing me to guide you. From the bottom of my heart to all of yours, a light in me, honors a light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's pretty chill flow. Emily got too cold. I'm going to unmute y'all now. Thank you again for your time, and special shout out to my new friends who showed up, Tyler M, Diamond, and Taylor.
It's a yoga party. It's a yoga party.
It is a yoga party. Okay, before everyone goes, I want to take a quick selfie. I promise I'm going to post it today. Here we go.
My cat.
Oh my gosh, Tyler's getting her cat. Okay, a couple of announcements. Number one, Unlimited quaranLEANers, there's a free class tomorrow, Inside Flow. Actually, let's just make it free for everybody. Show up, 4 o'clock. Here, look at me. 1, 2, 3. So Inside Flow is at 4 o'clock Saturday. And look out for our next newsletter on Sunday. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye, Lizzie. Bye, Natalie. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, Sarah. I'm so proud of you. Bye, Shay.
Wait,
Bye,
I have a
Diamond.
question actually.
Yeah, stay.
It's okay. So I just actually have a few questions about like